Are you ready for a story that will warm your heart and inspire you to spread kindness and compassion? Join me on Midnight Murmurs as we delve into the magical world of the magic of kindness. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date with our latest stories and updates. Have you ever stopped to think about the impact of your actions on those around you? Have you considered the power of kindness in transforming people's lives? The story of the magic of kindness is a tale that delves into the depths of human emotions and highlights the incredible power of kindness in transforming people's lives. As humans, we are wired to connect with one another. We thrive on the positive interactions we have with those around us. However, in a world that often seems to be filled with negativity and hostility, it can be easy to forget the impact that small acts of kindness can have. This is where the magic of kindness comes in. Through the story, we meet a witch who has spent most of her life being unkind to those around her. Her negative behavior has caused others to fear and avoid her, leaving her feeling lonely and isolated. It is only when she encounters a kind stranger that she begins to understand the true power of kindness. Through her journey, we see the incredible transformation that can occur when we choose to be kind. We see how a single act of kindness can create a ripple effect, transforming not only the recipient of that kindness, but also the person who gives it. The magic of kindness is a story that inspires us to be better, to choose kindness over negativity, and to make a positive impact on the world around us. It reminds us that no matter how small our actions may seem, they have the power to transform the lives of those around us. So, let us take a journey into the world of the magic of kindness and discover the incredible power of this simple yet profound act. Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a witch who was known throughout the village for her unkind and mean ways. She would speak harshly to people, insult them, and make their lives miserable. She would often be seen flying on her broomstick, cackling loudly and causing chaos wherever she went. The villagers were terrified of her, and they would avoid her at all costs. They would whisper about her behind closed doors, telling stories of her cruelty and wickedness. Even the animals in the forest would scurry away at the sound of her approach. But the witch was not happy. Despite her powerful magic and intimidating presence, she felt lonely and isolated. She longed for companionship and acceptance, but her unkind behavior had driven everyone away. She would often spend her days alone in her dark and musty cottage, brewing potions and casting spells to make herself feel better. But nothing seemed to bring her the happiness and fulfillment she craved. As she looked around at her empty and loveless existence, the witch realized that her unkindness had brought her nothing but misery. She wondered if there was another way to live, one where she could be happy and content with herself and others. This realization led her to embark on a journey of self-discovery, where she hoped to find a way to change her ways and become a kinder person. She knew it would not be easy, but she was determined to try. The witch set out on her journey, leaving behind her old ways and embracing the unknown. She wondered what lay ahead for her and whether she would ever find the happiness and love she so desperately desired. As she traveled through the countryside, the witch encountered many challenges and obstacles, but she persevered. She met many people along the way, but her unkind reputation always preceded her, causing them to keep their distance. Despite the challenges, the witch continued on her journey, determined to find a way to change her ways and find happiness. As she journeyed, she began to realize that the key to her transformation lay not in her magic or power, but in the kindness and compassion she showed to others. And so, the witch set out to practice kindness wherever she went, offering help to those in need and speaking kindly to those she met. Though it was difficult at first, she found that the more she practiced kindness, the more natural it became. As the days passed, the witch found herself becoming a kinder, more compassionate person. And as she did so, she began to feel a sense of fulfillment and happiness that she had never experienced before. In the end, the witch returned to her village, a changed woman. She was no longer the unkind, cruel witch that people feared, but a kind, loving and compassionate person who was loved and respected by all. Her transformation showed that even the most unkind person can change their ways and become a better person, and that the power of kindness can change lives. The witch continued her journey through the forest, feeling despondent and alone. Her mean and unkind ways had left her with no friends, and she had grown used to the feeling of isolation that came with it. As she walked, she stumbled upon a clearing where a kind stranger was sitting, enjoying the warmth of the sun. The stranger looked up and saw the witch standing there, looking lost and unhappy. Without a moment's hesitation, the stranger beckoned the witch over and offered her a seat. The witch was taken aback by the stranger's kindness and couldn't believe that someone would offer her help, given her reputation for being mean and unkind. The stranger began to ask the witch questions about her journey, and the witch found herself opening up about her loneliness and isolation. The stranger listened patiently, nodding understandingly and offering words of encouragement. The witch had never experienced such kindness before and was deeply touched by the stranger's empathy and compassion. As they sat and talked, the witch began to see the error of her ways. She realized that her unkind behavior had caused her to push people away and had left her feeling miserable and alone. The stranger's kindness had shown her that there was another way to live, one that was filled with compassion, empathy, and love. The witch began to feel a glimmer of hope that she could change her ways and become a kinder, more compassionate person. The stranger's kindness had ignited a spark within her, and she knew that she needed to make a change in her life. The stranger had shown her that even the smallest act of kindness could have a profound impact on someone's life. As the sun began to set, the witch stood up, thanking the stranger for their kindness and compassion. The stranger smiled warmly and wished her well on her journey. The witch continued on her journey, feeling lighter and more hopeful than she had in a long time. She knew that she had a long way to go to become the kind of person she wanted to be, but she also knew that she had taken the first step in the right direction. As the witch began to practice kindness in her daily life, she noticed a transformation happening within herself. The once grim and unpleasant witch began to smile more often, and her interactions with others were more pleasant and uplifting. The witch's newfound kindness was not only benefiting others, but also herself. She found that by being kind, she was more content and happy within herself. It was as if the negative energy that had once consumed her had been replaced with positive vibes. As she continued to perform acts of kindness, the witch noticed a shift in how others perceived her. People began to approach her with warmth and kindness instead of fear and avoidance. She even received invitations to events and gatherings, something that was once unthinkable. One day, the witch came across a group of children playing in a nearby field. She smiled and waved at them, and to her surprise, they ran up to her with open arms. They wanted to play with her and talk to her, something that had never happened before. The witch couldn't believe the change that had occurred in her life. She had gone from being the most disliked person in the village to someone who was loved and admired. It was all thanks to the power of kindness. As time went by, the witch continued to practice kindness, and it became a natural part of her being. Her transformation was complete, and she was no longer the unkind witch that she once was. Instead, she was a beacon of light and positivity, inspiring others to practice kindness themselves. The witch's story is a reminder that it's never too late to change our ways and become a better person. By practicing kindness, we not only benefit others, but also ourselves. It is the key to living a happy and fulfilling life, and it is something that we can all do. So let us take a leaf out of the witch's book and spread kindness wherever we go. After all, a little kindness goes a long way. In conclusion, the magic of kindness is a powerful story that highlights the importance of treating others with kindness and compassion. The story shows us that even the smallest act of kindness can have a significant impact on someone's life, and that by spreading positivity and compassion, we can create a ripple effect of goodness in the world. The story is a call to action for all of us to be kinder to one another, to treat others with respect and empathy, and to spread love and positivity wherever we go. It challenges us to reflect on our own behavior and to consider the impact that our words and actions have on others. As we read the magic of kindness, we are reminded that kindness is a choice, and that we have the power to make a difference in the world through our own actions. The story encourages us to be the change that we want to see in the world and to make a conscious effort to spread kindness and positivity in our daily lives. Through the use of persuasive tone, rhetorical questions, and storytelling, the magic of kindness engages readers and inspires them to take action. The use of metaphors, analogies, and other literary devices makes the story relatable and memorable, allowing the message of kindness to stay with readers long after they finish reading. Overall, the magic of kindness is both informative and entertaining, delivering a powerful message in a way that is engaging and impactful. It is a story that everyone should read, and its lessons of kindness and compassion are ones that we should all strive to incorporate into our daily lives. Thank you for joining me on Midnight Murmurs for the magic of kindness. I hope this story has inspired you to spread kindness and compassion wherever you go. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with our latest stories and updates. And until next time, sweet dreams and happy reading.